Hey everybody, what is up and welcome to another episode of Moderately Anonymous MTG cEDH. We got some super cool guests on the show today. We've got Alan from Mental Misplay, we've got Loren, aka MTG Hot Dog, and we've got my longtime brother-in-arms, Scoots, aka Scott. If you don't know Alan and Mental Misplay, please go check out the video description. Go check out all of the links to go see them here on YouTube and on Twitch. Same for our buddy Scoots, who is involved in Eminence and a ton of other projects. And go check out MTG Hot Dog over on Twitter. Just quickly, before we throw it over to the deck techs, I want to remind y'all, go hit up our Bonfire store if you want to pick up some cool merch. TCG player affiliate link for the cards. Dragon Shield affiliate link if you want to pick up some awesome sleeves. And go hit up our Patreon if you want to support the show directly. And you can even get personalized deck tuning sessions with me, get your deck featured on the show, or even get yourself featured on the show at the highest tiers. First up is Alan playing Yisan the Wanderer Bard. This is a toolbox combo deck using Yisan to tutor up winning combo pieces or specific silver bullets to slow down the table while it sculpts a win. Second is Loren playing Tymna the Weaver and Kraum Ludovic's Opus. This is a mid-range ad nauseam deck using control pieces and proactive spells to piece together ad nauseam or Underworld Breach wins. Third is Mod playing Rograkh, Son of Rograkh, and Silas Wren's Seeker Adept. This is a turbo ad nauseam strategy using Rograkh as a cheap way to fuel rituals and free spells to present quick and consistent threats. Fourth is Scott playing Malcolm Keen-Eyed Navigator and Dargo Shipwrecker. This is an Is It Pirates list using Malcolm's ability to farm treasures to catapult itself ahead of the table and win with Glenhorn Buccaneer or Underworld Breach combos. As always, this episode is brought to you by TCG Player. Hit that TCG Player affiliate link in the description to pick up any of the cards that you see in today's video. It's a great way to help out the channel. And we're also partnered with Dragon Shield. Pick up the greatest card sleeves and TCG accessories in the multiverse and support the show. All of these links are in the video description below. And thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. Become a patron to enjoy Patreon-exclusive content, give direct support to the channel, join our Patreon Discord, and even get your deck featured on the show. And remember, if you enjoy this video, it helps out a lot to click that like and subscribe button. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, and everyone is highly appreciated. And without further ado, let's hop into the game.
I'm gonna get Smalley now.
Oh, and also, Loren, I appreciate the hell out of you wearing the hot dog costume.
I gotta commit to the bit. I got you.
It must be hot. Is it not hot?
I turn off the heat in my little studio apartment, and it's kind of cold here, so I'm insulating myself.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So if we're keeping, we take a photo of our hand, right?
Yes, yep. And then say what they are out loud.
And then post it to Twitter immediately.
Everybody,
am I going to start ripping it?
Yeah. Anyone got a pregame? None for me.
Oh.
Big draws. We're going to pitch an Ancient Tomb for a Mox Diamond. Land for turn will be Snow-Covered Forest. Mm-hmm. We will tap the Mox Diamond for a Soul Ring, and then we're going to do Yisan. And I'm good to ship it. Big ships.
I'll draw Toe, tap for a Rite of Flame. If Rite of Flame is good, I'm going to use that 2 red mana floating, and I'm going to attempt to cast a Talisman of Indulgence.
So I've run into players before who are a little bit confused about a play like this with a Rite of Flame early on. Rite of Flame basically serves 2 different functions. Post ad nauseam we can use to start kicking off our mana production, whether we're playing Underworld Breach or we want to start casting bigger rocks like Mana Vault. But Rite of Flame is also a really great ramp spell in the early game. We saw in Loren's opening hand that his plan was probably going to be play turn 1 land, turn 2 land, and then cast that Rite of Flame into the Rhystic Study. But lucky for him, he drew this Talisman as his top deck for turn 1. So now rather than just going down this one card and letting Rite of Flame go off into the mist, he gets to spend the Rite of Flame on the Talisman, keep that around, and still cast a turn 2 Rhystic Study while he's ramping himself.
And I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Spire of Industry is going to be my land for turn. I'll cast a Lotus Petal. I will cast Rograkh, Son of Rograkh. And I will cast a Springleaf Drum. And then I will pass.
I will untap and upkeep and draw 1 card. Wow. I'll shock in a Steam Vent, and I will cast a Ragavan. That's it for me.
On taps, big draws. We're gonna do 1. We're gonna slap down a Birds of Paradise, and I'm gonna ship it.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play a Tundra. I'm gonna tap 3, tapping this for colorless, and I'm gonna attempt to cast a Rhystic Study.
I'll respond to that.
No.
I'll tap Rograkh for a blue mana. I'd like to Spell Pierce that.
But that'll counter it.
I think so. I hope so. This is part of the reason why I really like to talk about going deep on your mulligans. A turn 2 Heuristic Study is a great plan, and a turn 2 Heuristic Study is going to win you a lot of games. But in Loren's position, you got to figure going up against at least 2 blue decks and a green deck that has access to things like Force of Vigor and other things that can blow up enchantments really easily. And unfortunately for Loren here, he doesn't have a whole lot of mana production going on, so he can't easily pivot into a Kraum. He can start casting a Tymna, but we're already going into turn 3 on the board here if that's his plan. If we were on a Mold of 5, I think a turn 2 Heuristic Study is a really great plan to have. But if we're keeping as many as 7 cards, having a Heuristic Study with no real backup and no real backup plan hurts a lot more.
Said, I paid mana for that.
I paid 3 mana. You just time locked me. I'll pass turn.
Good. I hate that card. I was hoping you would cast a Wheel of Fortune. I would have let that resolve for sure. I'm going to cast a Time Twister.
I'll pass priority.
Love it. Yeah, big pass.
Pass priority.
Okay. We twist him.
By my hand.
I am going to play a Mana Confluence as my land for turn, and I will cast a Mox Diamond.
This hand is much worse than the one that I kept.
I'm going to pitch a Misty Rainforest, and then I will pass the turn. So y'all have seen me cast probably about 100 wheels at this point on this channel, and it's the eternal debate, are wheels good or bad? In this situation, we see I made my second land drop, I dropped that Mox Diamond. I'm definitely putting myself ahead on mana advantage at the board here, but I'm still behind Alan, who's got a lot of resources. While I'm shuffling some cards out of the Underworld Breach deck's graveyard, I am still fueling up 2 Storm decks with 7 new cards, so it's a pretty risky play.
Untap, upkeep, and draw for the turn. This hand is now much better than the one that I kept.
Fuck.
I'll cast a Mox Diamond. I'll pitch this Prismatic Vista. I'll play this Wooded Foothills. Go and get a Trop, cast the boy. Or I mean a Volk, not a Trop, but you knew that. Okay, alright, I'll swing 2 at Moderately Anonymous MTG.
No. Okay. Ragavan trigger, I have got an Otawara Soaring City.
I have my 2 treasures. I should theoretically take further game actions, but I'm very scared. I'm just gonna pass.
I'm gonna activate Yisan. I'm gonna go get a Quirion Ranger. We're gonna do 2 off the Soul Ring. I'm gonna attempt a Sphere of Resistance.
I'm gonna crack 2 treasures, and I'm gonna cast a Snap targeting Yisan.
This is a really nice play by Scott right here. Alan, like I said, is getting pretty far ahead on mana advantage at this point, and since he's already got Yisan down, that Sphere of Resistance is locking everyone out a lot more than it's locking him out. Since Scott is also using a deck that likes to make a lot of treasures, it really behooves him to get this off of the battlefield here, try to skirt that Collector Oof as long as possible, while also keeping Alan in check and in line with the rest of the table.
I will choose to untap these 2 lands.
Quadruples. Out comes Yisan again. I will ship from there.
I'm going to shock in a Hollowed Fountain. Pay 1 for a Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm going to pass.
Pay a life down to 37. I'm going to cast a Mystical Tutor at your end step, Loren. I'm just going to get a Tainted Pact. Untap,
Acceptable.
upkeep, and draw. I guess I'll just pass.
Bro, interesting. I'll play this Looted Strudel. I'll go to combat. I'll swing 2 on the ground at Loren and 2 in the air at Dan.
No box.
35.
I'll take it. Go to 36, and you will exile a Phantasmal Image.
Ooh, nice one.
Love that. 4 mana to cast a Relic of Legends. I'm gonna crack this Flooded Strand. Become the owner of an island, if that's okay with everybody. Essentially a total of 8 for Dargo.
Oh no. That's
And
huge,
then I'll-
though.
And then I'll pass.
Untap. Land for turn, Snow Forest. And I think we just do big ships from there.
Alright, I will untap. Draw. My Badlands. Everything costs an additional mana, correct? It's extremely unfair.
Yeah, it's why whoever played that card's a scumbag.
I'm gonna cast a Wishclaw Talisman.
Can I have it when you tutor?
Only if you tell me a secret.
Okay. In high school, instead of paying for drinks at the soda machine, I used to walk around the back of it and shake it real hard, and lemonade would fall out. Yeah.
I'm gonna choose to believe it, and I'll consider it.
I'm biting my tongue. I'm just not gonna riff on that one.
I'll pass turn.
No,
Okay.
I can't hold it in. If you shake me hard enough, lemonade comes out.
Okay.
Alan, no!
God, finally.
I think we are all thinking it.
I didn't know. So I'm a bit of a bimbo. That's kind of my thing. I'm going to, at Loren's end step, try to cast this Tainted Pact.
How scared are you of that, fam?
If Thassa's Oracle is the bottom card in my library, you're
Accurate. I
Here
think
we
you can
go.
have it.
Mox Opal, Force of Will, Diabolic Intent, Mindbreak Trap. March of Swirling Mist is kind of cool. I'm gonna, I think, keep the March. So this series of plays probably looks a little bit weird here, going Mystical Tutor for the Tainted Pact and then Tainted Pact for this March of Swirling Mist, especially when there's not a lot of big threats on the table right now. The name of the game in this matchup is trying to beat that Collector Oof out of Alan. That's something that no matter what happens, I know that's going to happen because he's got 3 really powerful Storm Artifact decks against him. So while I don't necessarily have anything right now that I'm trying to set up for, what I'm trying to do is eventually get to that space where I'm going to be protected when I'm ready to go for a win, so I can get rid of that Collector Oof, and maybe even a second piece of hate that comes up from somewhere else, including Alan. And then I would like to move to my turn. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I am going to pay 2 mana and cast an Arcane Signet. No, it costs 3 mana. I'll pay 3 mana thusly. I will pass the turn.
Draw. Well, I'm going to go to combat. Clear my attackers as 2 on the ground at Loren, 2 in the air at Alan, and 7 on the ground at Danitha Storm Annual.
I will choose not to block with Birds of Paradise.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I'll allow
same.
myself to take 2 damage.
Okay.
I'll take 7 and go to 28.
You
I'll make
exile an Enlightened Tutor.
4 treasures and exile an enlightened.
I hate that you made 4 treasures.
It's pretty
What do you-
nice. Lauren, I'll cast your Underworld Breach.
My Enlightened
Your,
Tutor?
your enlightened tutor.
Okay.
Okay.
A little Freudian slip, everybody. I'll cast a Niv Mizzet.
Oh,
You son of a whore.
hate that guy.
You suck.
Does Niv Mizzet resolve?
I think I've made myself clear.
Okay, good. I'll pass.
Does
Okay.
Niv deal damage to players or anything?
Anything.
Anything.
Oh,
Any
I
old
fucking hate
thing.
it. We're gonna Yisan. I'm gonna go get a 1-drop. We'll try the Safekeeper. Untaps, upkeep. We'll do a big draw. 3 for a Sylvan Scrying.
Trigger Niv Mizzet.
Yeah, I definitely picked that one up. Blast the Safekeeper immediately.
Yeah, you got it.
Is that the choice?
Yeah.
Makes
Nice,
sense.
solid. Exploded. Gaia's Cradley. All ship.
Upkeep. Draw my card. Magic sucks.
Yeah.
Come on, you got a billion mana and a tutor. You gotta win.
I'm going to see. Hold on. Let me
Oh, wait,
let me
no,
get in the
camera,
tank
I
real
meant.
quick. I'm gonna play a Gemstone Caverns as my land for turn. Tap to activate Wishclaw.
Me.
Give it to Alan?
I'm pretty sure I'm over 1,000 on getting Wishclaw Talisman. I think I've never been past a Wishclaw Talisman in my entire life.
I'm going to grab this card. I think this is bad for me to try to fight through the Niv, but I'm going to try
What if I remove it? Is that helpful?
to help me win.
Yeah.
Sure, if
Hold
you
on.
want to get rid of Niv to
Time
help
out.
me win.
Hold on.
I have a
Just don't-
Venmo.
Oh,
Lauren
that
can make a
is true.
choice whether or not he wants to send money to it.
Yeah,
Is
we'll
this
interrupt.
king making?
I don't. I
No,
just
paying
feel
me
like
$5 to help you win the game is not king making. That's putting $5 in my pocket.
What if I do 250?
No, you. It's $5.
Wow. Fuck you. Full on.
$5 is not a tall ask. It's 2022. Come on. I'm worth more than $250.
If I send you $5 right now, you'll get rid of Niv.
Wow,
I
we're
guess so.
really
I
go-
did say it.
We're really
I
going
mean,
there.
Make that money. It's okay.
This is a game for fun,
This-
and if Lauren wants to pay me $5 to win it, that's on
Yeah,
that.
If I
I'm
sa-
team my friends getting paid $5, so I'm good. Yeah, whatever.
Does that have to happen now, or can I be like, oh, like I need Niv gone. Here's $5.
No, it needs to be a decision made right now, I think.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
fuck, what's-
unprecedented.
What's your Venmo?
Wow. Fucking insane.
Damn.
I thought I was on that toxic hustle. Dan,
You have
Dan
no
is
fucking idea. All right, we
Fucking-
got it. We got it. MTG Hot Dog tip $5 for Niv Visit
Never
removal
knew.
services. It's in.
no.
Okay.
Grinding is the
Okay.
one.
Do you want it to
button.
happen right now?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay.
They don't have priority, so you gotta do something.
Okay, I will say, if someone donates $10 in the chat right now, you don't have to get rid of Niv Visit.
Crossfire Cat offering 6.
6 is enough. Sure. Yeah, I'll take 6.
Wow.
What?
Holy fuck.
Did I really just spend $5 to not have a Niv Mizzet removed?
It's
That's
about
Crossfire
that.
Cat with the $6 tip. I really do love
Yeah.
Niv.
Dan, you just made $11 to do nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Great.
no, to make good entertainment.
that's true.
Oh, I'm shaking. I'm furious. Okay, we're We're doing it live. I'm
$7.
financially destitute
If we don't
now, okay?
need
My
it,
man's just gotten bilked out of $5.
At least it went to my cool friend. I mean, it's
I'm
worth it for the...
crying, bro. That'd be so fucking tight.
Seldom donating $10 says don't do it, and now we've got $16 in the don't do it pile.
You better buy Loren a hot dog with that money.
I'm definitely sending Loren back $250. That's established. This is a lesson to anyone who's ever on the show. You can win the game for $5. Just send me $5. This goes for patrons too.
Okay. 3 losing 1 life. 2 cast an Underworld Breach.
That's fine by me. I pass priority.
I can bleach. Thank you.
I similarly will pass priority. World
Yep.
Green.
Alan,
Now I'm
you
gonna
have a
pitch you again.
Yisan. Do you
I
want
have
to
a,
use it?
Nah,
If
it gets a
it's
2-drop.
already-
Like, I mean,
Collector Roof isn't good enough?
Is Gamble good?
Is my visit trigger good?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Good by me too.
You're gonna kill Rograkh, right?
I wasn't planning on it.
I'll give you $1 to kill Rograkh.
You said you're financially destitute.
Oh shit, you're right. That $5 really set me back.
I think that Alan should go get Collector Oof, and so to incentivize that to happen, I'm gonna aim this trigger at Quirion Ranger.
that's a good choice. I will activate Yisan, and we're gonna go get a 2-drop.
I'm gonna sack LED for 3 blue.
I'm going to tap this Arcane Signet for a blue.
I'm going to crack this for a blue.
We'll get Oof. I'll float 1.
Okay.
Pop this back to hand. Untap Yisan.
So, Gamble is back on the stack now. I'm once more passing priority on it.
Cyclonic Rift, my yard.
Whoa!
Rifties.
Whoa!
I'm going to use the 3 blue floating and rift the spear.
I have a
Just
Niv-Mizzet Paru
here.
trigger. Alan, did my killing of your Quirion Ranger resolve, by the way? I'm going to draw this card. I'm sorry, Alan, I cannot allow a dork to live.
Wow, you're blasting birds?
Yep.
I'll float a green. I will use the 1 green and pitch a Loaming Shaman and cast a Force of Vigor.
Whoa. I didn't see that coming.
Name your targets, and then I'll announce my Niv-Mizzet.
Breach will be one of the targets, and we'll hit your amulet with the other.
Resolve my Niv-Mizzet trigger.
I'm just happy all this is happening on my turn. We're getting to spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, it's really nice. I don't have any responses to it. Lauren,
Yep,
it's up to
that-
you. Okay.
That can resolve. Good. That's exactly how I wanted that turn to go. I'll pass turn.
Another really great type play here. I love the Force of Vigor on the Underworld Breach and that Relic from Scoots. While we can be sure that Scoots doesn't want to lose any of his mana production here, we can also be sure that he doesn't want to lose the Underworld Breach, so he can't afford to counter this no matter what. Before we move priority here, I'm going to exile a Mean Bet from my hand and take 1 life down to 27. Cast a March of Swirling Mist. 2 targets are Niv-Mizzet and the Collector Oof.
I
Nice.
have a Niv-Mizzet Paru trigger.
You sure do, bud.
I'll attempt to Veil.
I'll draw this card now, and I'll shoot Danitha Storm Annual. And then is Autumn's Veil resolving?
Yeah.
Yes. No response to that.
And then I have a Niv trigger on the March. Is that good?
Yes.
Fire off another one at the Dan. And then I will Spell Pierce the March.
Sure. You got it.
I have a Niv trigger.
Yep.
I will shoot Alan this time.
Good to move to my turn then? So this was the opportunity that we were looking out for, like I said before. And unfortunately, the way this turned out, there's just no way to really get through it here. Theoretically, I could have waited until I got into my own turn, done the same exact thing, spend that blue mana off the Mana Confluence, and exile the Mean Betrayal to be able to exile both the Collector Oof and the Niv-Mizzet. And while that would have gotten around Scoot's access to that Spell Pierce and that blue mana they have floating, it's not going to get around Alan's Veil of Summer, which is ultimately the thing that I needed gone. So while I might have been able to get rid of the Niv-Mizzet here, there's no way I can get rid of the Collector Oof, and we're just between a rock and a hard place, and there's not a whole lot we can do.
You're there.
Damn. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Here is a command tower. How many cards does everyone have in hand?
Hellbent, baby.
9.
Oh boy. I'm going to target Scott with a Jessica's Will
Nice.
on both modes.
Trigger Niv, though.
Yeah, you got
Sure.
it.
I will attempt to kill Rograkh.
Florch.
Then I have 10 cards in hand.
Let's take a peek. 1, 2,
Big
and 3.
mana.
We've got Defense Grid, Mana Vault, and Alchemist Retrieval. Not very helpful. I will 2 mana on my commander. I'll spend 1 mana on a Mana Vault. And maybe I'll just spend 2 on the D grid and make sure Scott wins.
That's what I'm hoping.
I don't want
Love
to
it.
play this game anymore.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Alan, you gonna fuck with him?
What? No, I'm all out of fucks.
All right, great. I'm just gonna pass then.
Untap. I really missed my Relic of Legends. I don't know if you knew, but I had a win there with that altar, which is why I tutored for it.
No,
That's why
don't
I was a
understand.
little bit nervous about using the Force of Vigor a little preemptively, because I should have saved it for the altar.
Oh,
but-
because you can keep tapping Dargo
Keep
for mana. I
tapping
get it.
Dargo, yeah.
That's pretty
Okay,
cool.
well, untap, upkeep, draw, I guess. My Niv trigger for drawing a
Oh,
card, and it's Alan's face. I'm going to play this City of Traders. I'm, with my many legendaries, going to Odawara the Collector.
I hate it.
I'll play this Kraum. I'll imprint this Phantasmal image. Cast a Lionside Diamond. Use a blue, and I cast Curiosity, targeting Niv Mizzet Parun.
I'm going to
On
attempt
Hellbent.
to Fierce Guardianship it, and that is
Oh, nice.
the entirety
Like
of my
that.
contribution.
I have a Niv trigger.
Yep. I have no cards in hand. Enjoy your win.
I will shoot Alan in the mouth.
Yeah,
Wow,
get
the
wrecked,
mouth.
Alan.
Much better than the face.
I'll cast
Force
a Force, pitch this Brain Freeze.
Oh my god.
Targeting
And
the
your 10
Fierce
cards?
Guardianship, I have a Niv trigger.
Yeah. No response.
I'll shoot Alan in the mouth.
Wow, this
Yep.
is extremely
Get 'em.
targeted.
Fourth counter Fierce Guardianship. I would like to show that I have a card to begin the loop with. It's this Rite of Flame.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I'll draw my library and then cast the Glinthorn Buccaneer and then pitch my Glinthorn Buccaneer.
Yep.
And that'll kill everybody.
Yeah, sure
Yep.
will. Nice, sweet game. All right, super, super cool game. While this isn't one of the best showings on my part, this is a game that just is forever burned in my memory. There are a few things that I love more in Magic than just hanging out with your friends. That's one of the best reasons to play this game, and this episode is a really great example of why playing with the people that you love is so important. Big shouts to Scoot for an awesome win. Big shouts to Alan and Loren for coming on and being awesome guests. This was a really great time. If y'all want to check them out, go check out the video description. You can find links to all of their work down there. And just remember to go hit up our Bonfire store, TCG Player, and Dragon Shield affiliate links. And if you want to support me, go hit up that Patreon. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, one of the best ways to support us is by leaving a comment and hitting that like and subscribe button. It's incredibly helpful and always appreciated. If you want to support the channel more directly, join our Patreon to catch episodes early, join our private Discord, and get some other awesome benefits. One final thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. And thank you for watching. Be good to yourself, everyone.